Simon & Schuster Audio presents The Ghost, a novel by Robert Harris. Read by Roger Rees.
I am not I. Thou art not he or she. They are not they. Evelyn Waugh, Brideshead Revisited. The moment I heard how McGregor died, I should have walked away. I can see that now. I should have said, "Rick, I'm sorry, this isn't for me. I don't like the sound of it," finished my drink and left. But he was such a good storyteller, Rick. I often thought he should have been the writer and I the literary agent, that once he'd started talking there was never any question I wouldn't listen, and by the time he had finished, I was hooked. The story, as Rick told it to me over lunch that day, went like this. McGregor had caught the last ferry from Woods Hole, Massachusetts to Martha's Vineyard 2 Sundays earlier. I worked out that afterwards it must have been January the 12th. It was touch and go whether the ferry would sail at all. A gale had been blowing since mid-afternoon and the last few crossings had been cancelled. But towards 9 o'clock the wind eased slightly, and at 9:45 the master decided it was safe to cast off. The boat was crowded. McGregor was lucky to get a space for his car. He parked below decks and then went upstairs to get some air. No one saw him alive again. The crossing to the island usually takes 45 minutes, but on this particular night the weather slowed the voyage considerably. Docking a 200-foot vessel in a 50-knot wind, said Rick, is nobody's idea of fun. It was nearly 11 when the ferry made land at Vineyard Haven and the cars started up, all except one. A brand-new tan-coloured Ford Escape SUV. A police check on the Ford's license plate revealed it to be registered to a one Martin S. Reinhardt of New York City, although Mr. Reinhardt was eventually tracked down to his ranch in California. By now it was about midnight on the East Coast, 9 p.m. on the West. "This is the Marty Reinhardt?" I interrupted. "This is he." Reinhardt immediately confirmed over the telephone to the police that the Ford belonged to him. He kept it at his house on Martha's Vineyard for the use of himself and his guests in the summer. He also confirmed that despite the time of year, a group of people were staying there at the moment. He said he would get his assistant to call the house and find out if anyone had borrowed the car. Half an hour later, she rang back to say that someone was in...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?